Welcome back to Horror Cult YT, your ultimate portal for all that is petrifying and shivers-inducing. We are poised to set sail on an expedition that will push the boundaries of reality and return. As we traverse through the dark corners of history, we will unveil narratives that will send a chill down your spine. We will come to face with the specters of battlegrounds, the maledictions of forgotten crusades, and the horrifying aftermaths of experiments that should have remained untouched. This is not an exploration for those with a weak heart. We advise you to tread with wisdom. The hushed voices from bygone eras are on the brink of being set free. An eerie silence descends upon the battlefield after a fierce battle, with the scent of gunpowder lingering in the air. A group of weary soldiers seek refuge in an abandoned bunker, their fatigue-laden faces reflecting the horrors they've seen. Their bodies crave rest, yet their minds remain on high alert. In the heart of this desolate battlefield, our squad of soldiers find themselves huddled in the chilling darkness of the bunker. The air is thick with tension and the walls echo with the whispers of the past. A past that seems not so distant as the night grows darker and the whispers grow louder. These are not just any whispers. They're the phantom sounds of soldiers who once stood where they now stand, who fought bravely but fell to the brutality of war. The whispers grow into voices, the voices of fallen comrades, each one reliving their final moments. Now, imagine soldiers' eyes wide open in the inky blackness, their hearts pounding in their chests as they begin to see shadowy figures moving in the darkness. The figures are formless, yet unmistakably human, spectral remnants of the men who lost their lives on this very battlefield. Each soldier is trapped in a horrifying vision, a glimpse into the gruesome end of a fallen comrade. They're forced to confront the grim reality of war, the lives cut short, the dreams shattered. It's a nightmarish reality that gnaws at their sanity, feeding off their fear, thriving in the darkness. Our squad isn't just fighting for survival. They're wrestling with their fears and the haunting echoes of the past. They're up against an unseen enemy, spectral soldiers stuck in their final horrifying moments. The battlefield is haunted, not just by the ghosts of fallen soldiers, but by the terrifying vision of their own potential fate. As dawn breaks, the soldiers realize that surviving the night is a battle in itself. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe for more haunting tales. Deep within the treacherous jungle, a covert special forces team embarks on a high-stakes mission, unaware of the chilling fate that awaits them. The team, a versatile group of elite soldiers, is swallowed whole by the dense foliage. Their objective is clear. Yet as they burrow deeper into the shadows of towering trees, they find themselves in the grip of an uncanny stillness. The jungle, usually teeming with life, is eerily silent. It's as if the very land is holding its breath. Suddenly the radio crackles to life, a jarring interruption to the quiet. But instead of a reassuring voice from command, there's only a torrent of static, followed by a chilling silence. The team's advanced equipment, their lifeline in this hostile environment, is failing them. The first sighting occurs not long after. A figure, barely discernible in the corner of one's eye, a fleeting shadow that vanishes as quickly as it appears. It's dismissed as a trick of the light, a hallucination born from fatigue and tension. But then, it happens again and again, each sighting more unnerving than the last, the figure seemingly drawing closer each time. The soldiers trained for combat, not for the unexplainable, find themselves in a situation far beyond their control. The jungle around them, once just a physical barrier, now feels oppressive, almost sentient. An inexplicable dread seeps into their bones, a chilling realization that they are not alone. As they delve deeper into the jungle, they stumble upon the remnants of a forgotten village, the ruins whispering tales of a horrific past. The land, it seems, is cursed, stained by the atrocities committed on its soil. The shadowy figure, they realize, isn't just a figment of their imagination, it's a manifestation of the pain and anguish the land has absorbed over the years. The mission takes a back seat, as survival becomes the primary objective. The team, once confident and composed, now finds themselves wrestling with the unknown. They must confront the malevolent force haunting the jungle, unravel the dark secrets of the area, and break the curse to escape the jungle's deadly grasp. In the name of progress and power, a group of volunteers subjects themselves to a radical military experiment, oblivious to the horrifying consequences. The promise of unparalleled strength, unrivaled speed, and undying resilience lured these brave souls into the depths of the unknown, Through the prism of science and technology, they sought to become super soldiers, the pinnacle of human evolution. In the beginning, it seemed as if they had succeeded. Their bodies surged with newfound power, their reflexes quicker than a striking cobra, their strength rivaling that of a charging bull. Triumph filled their hearts, echoed by the cheers of their superiors. Little did they know this was merely the calm before the storm. As days turned into weeks, the sheen of victory began to fade, replaced by an insidious shadow of dread. The once invincible soldiers started to show signs of strain. Uncontrollable rage like a wildfire began to consume their sanity, reducing their once stoic composure to ashes. Hallucinations of past battles, long buried under layers of time and memory, clawed their way to the surface, turning their waking hours into a living nightmare. Their dreams, once a sanctuary, turned into a battleground, where the ghosts of fallen comrades and defeated enemies came back to life, hungry for revenge. The soldiers found themselves hunted, not by an enemy they could fight, but by their own minds, twisted and warped by the experiment. The realization hit them like a thunderbolt. The experiment, intended to enhance their abilities, had instead unleashed a force beyond their control. The horror they had birthed was not an external foe, but an internal demon, born of their own ambition and hubris. A monster that fed on their fears, their guilt, their regrets. As they grappled with the enormity of their situation, they were faced with a chilling truth. Their fight was no longer against external threats, but against the horrors within. Every shadow held a menace. Every silence screamed of unseen terrors. Every reflection in the mirror was a reminder of the monstrosity they had become. The soldiers, once the epitome of bravery and honor, were now prisoners of their own creation. But surrender was not in their nature. Gritting their teeth against the onslaught of their internal demons, they resolved to fight. Every hallucination was a battle to be won. Every nightmarish vision a war to be waged. Their struggle was not just for their survival, but for the safety of those they had sworn to protect. They had to contain the horror, prevent it from spreading, from consuming everything and everyone in its path. In the crucible of their own making, they found themselves facing an enemy more formidable than any they had ever encountered. As they grappled with the monstrosity of their creation, they must now fight their own demons, both figuratively and literally. The battle for control, for sanity, for humanity had just begun. In the chilling world of horror, the lines between the living and the dead, the natural and the supernatural, often blur. Our soldiers on the haunted battlefield, confronted by apparitions of their fallen comrades, found themselves entangled in a terrifying dance between past and present. Then we journeyed deep into a cursed jungle, where a special forces team was stalked by unseen forces. Their mission turned into a fight for survival against the atrocities of the past. And finally, we bore witness to an experiment gone awry, where the pursuit of power gave birth to horrors beyond comprehension, turning soldiers into their worst nightmares. Each story, a journey into the abyss of fear, anxiety, and the unknown, a testament to the darker side of human nature and the supernatural forces that lurk just beyond our perception. If these tales have sent shivers down your spine, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. After all, who knows what horrors await in the next video?